So when are Heki and Mira tribe are going to return? I know you can't rush perfection, but where are they? The battlefield with the mountain tribes just gets crazier and crazier. Bajio is on a rampage. The sun is almost upon them, and Empo and his tribe are climbing to the Chunrong city to ensure their victory. The problem now is the waiting game. As the fight to survive continues, how long can Yotanwa and others withstand the night? This chapter continued the greatness of Bajio, a sight for sore eyes and an interesting setup for a new bout between the two kings. What else can I say about Bajio? Whenever he appears on panel, you can expect a badass moment from him. He even has his own chapter cover with one eye exposed, and it makes him even badasser. I don't even know if it's a word, but he certainly earns it. That eye can really do wonder, oozing an intense aura. This chapter is no exception on how amazing he is. No matter how many times he seems to be down and out, he gets up and demolishes enemies like bugs. At one point, he gets knocked down by them. One guy thought it's the best chance to slay him, but then he gets kicked right in the face extremely hard. So much, his eye popped out. Holy crap, that's brutal. What's also brutal is the damage Bajio takes and gives. He has shards sticking out of his body, but his rush is insane enough to recover and dismember everyone standing before him. It's a one-man massacre, and it was great. Sadly, it does play a part of when Bajio will fall. Each beating he takes startles me, not knowing if he will die or not. When Yotanwa wakes up after getting knocked out, she sees a worn-out Bajio, barely standing and continuously swinging his sword with less energy than before. It's a discomforting sight that was telling me that his end is here. As incredible it was for him to fight on with low strength, he's still badly wounded and outnumbered by the army. I didn't like how ominous tone Yotanwa's words were, appearing like she is telling him to stop fighting and accept defeat. Then I remember, this is her we're talking about. No way in hell will she submit to defeat. Thank God I was corrected. Her words are what it intended to address. Well done, Bajio. You earn your rest. I seriously hope he will outlive this. Clearly, he's done for the day. That said, the cavalry has arrived in time to take over from there. It felt so good to see the other tribes to the rescue. It does make me wonder, what about Heki and the Mira tribe? When is their moment? Hara may have something special in store, but maybe I'm overthinking. We'll see when the time comes. Aside from that, it's a sight for sore eyes for Yotanwa receiving reinforcement in time. I don't know why, but something about Shomen's delivery got me shedding man tears. The Chunrong army didn't expect anyone else to arrive, for they never sound the horn. Shomen thought that was troublesome, but they can trace the enemy well. But most importantly, they arrive because of the feeling of a comrade internally screaming from pain. That, of course, refers to Bajio. This Shomen guy is great. Why the mountain tribes are great. Speaking of great, Tachifu is also on the scene, and what a way for a cool entry than a surprise attack. I love how he just knocked the crap out of the army away from Yotanwa with a simple swing. Love that big guy. Once again, I really like how Hara displays emotions effectively with those masked characters, and Tajifu is no exception. I can sense sadness and anger when he holds Yotanwa on his arms and look at his precious friend Bajio on the ground. Once he gave her to his comrades, he filled his body with rage, and Shomen joins in to prepare to kill every one of them. That's what I'm talking about. Unfortunately, Hara won't leave it as easy as usual, so why not add more challengers to the mix? Just before Shomen and Tajifu gets to do anything, reinforcements for the Chunrong army are getting close to the location. And it's not just any reinforcement, oh no. It's the Rozo King himself with thousands of men. Son Shuiju is with him as well, so that only increased the danger level. I know Empo is on his way to the city, but can Hara give Yotanwa a break for 1 minute? Just 1 minute? Actually, he can't. There's another challenger coming in. I thought there's even more reinforcement for the Chunrong, like maybe it is the Bunin army arriving as well. That would have gotten me a heart attack if that was true. Thankfully, for once, it's not for Chunrong, but for Yotanwa, as it is the Figo King and his army that made their way to where Rozo King is at. It's even better that he has Torque's head on the staff to taunt them. That's savage, but necessary. The Figo King spots Rozo King and feels that it's the best opportunity to not only slay the king, but to win Yotanwa's nethers as well. Yes, he is still aiming for that, but after what she has done, can you really blame him? The good thing about his interference is it stalls time for Shumen and Tajifu to kill the leftovers and, needless to say, help Yotanwa to escape. Good move on the Figo King, even though that's not his attention at all. Rozo King accepts the challenge and changes direction to take on the Figo King and his army. This is an interesting development, since we will have the Clash of Kings. There is no King of the Mountains in this battle, but this would do. It makes me wonder if this is Hara's way to hype up the Rozo King, since it will be the first time to see him in combat. That would mean the Figo King will have to take the fall. On the other hand, Hara knows how to leave a strong impression, so don't think he would job out easily. Anything can happen. For all we know, Rozo King can lose here. I don't think that will happen, but hey, you never know. Anything can happen, and I'm excited to see it. The artwork is pretty solid. The gruesome kills are more apparent than last time, especially that eat-foot shot. Seriously, that was just crazy. These masked characters left me a strong impression from the words and movements. The sensation from the 2 double-page spreads gave me chills, and how fitting they are because both of them feature a king. That's how you create an aura of a titan. This was a really solid setup chapter for the Clash of Kings. Bajio was great as usual, even when on the ground. There's a reason why he has a badass chapter cover. It was a huge relief with Shumen and Tajifu arriving to the scene. The setup is interesting, for we will have 2 top-tier leaders going to clash. I wonder what Shon Shiriju will be doing in the time being. Interesting. Next time, we will go back to hell again. And that will do it for the review. I hope you enjoyed this one. The Battle of Two Kings. I like the sound of that. Should be a name for the next chapter title. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think the Figo King will lose to Rozo King and die by his hand? Or something else will happen? Where's Heki and the Mirror Tribe? When will they show up? Share your thoughts in the comment section. If you like this and want more of this, subscribe to my channel and my world will be yours to stay. Until next time, take care.